Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Let's get rocking and rolling. The Hunter trial jury began deliberating yesterday, deliberated 1 hour. They're back at it this morning. I can't imagine this being a long deliberation. Of course, it has to be unanimous. They're looking for a jury nullification where they just ignore all the evidence. As I point out in my Facebook Live yesterday, it makes no sense that Hunter Biden did not testify when he was claiming he didn't knowingly lie on that form. Well, if you don't testify, how the hell do they know that? I think the prosecution proved its case. What the jury does, who the hell knows? I also pointed out on Facebook Live this morning that they love this. Biden world does. Why? This is no new ground. We all know all this stuff about Hunter. And guess what it does? It makes them say, oh, see, you convicted of Biden, so leave us alone. That's their play. Trump's VP picks are apparently narrowed down to some sources to 4. J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, Burgum, and who was the 4th one? Ben Carson. All right. Pelosi can't make it up. She, off the cuff, told the truth. She made an admission that they weren't prepared on January 6th, and she accepts responsibility for not having enough security there. Wow, this is blockbuster. After all the time denying and blaming Trump, Pelosi comes clean and accepts responsibility. Wow. Joe Biden at a Juneteenth event where they were all dancing had another brain freeze. By the way, we're allowed to mock him because he's president of the United States running for political office, so everything's on the table. We're not mocking your uncle. We're not mocking your neighbor. We're mocking Joe Biden, president of the United States, who's missing part of his brain and is fully demented. Everybody's okay with that. Hospital facility fees. They're now charging hospital facility fees to people even if you don't go to the hospital. Isn't that special, Patrick Stevenson? Patrick Stevenson's going to be interviewed in a minute, Durrani Client. My guest is in the studio. All right, you ready for this? The American College of Pediatricians, the conservative members, and Dr. Cowboy Charles Millman actually signed the declaration, he said they're against this gender-affirming surgeries. Guess what? The actual main pediatrician group's all for it. Fetterman was in a car accident. He rear-ended somebody in Maryland. He and his wife are okay. Pay first surgeries. This is the newest thing. You got to pay first before you have that surgery. In other words, if they kill you, too bad. Musk says he will ban Apple iPhones if Apple does this AI deal. We'll see what happens. The United States, Patrick Stevenson, like we're not broken up, borrowed $1.2 trillion in the past 8 months. Print that money. Print that money. Trump had his phone call with his probation and parole officer. Apparently some people are worked up that he got to do it virtually and not in person. All right, Trump says no more taxes on tips. I think he just won, Patrick Stevenson, the entire waitress community. You know what? If Joe Biden can use our tax dollars to forgive loans, President Trump could say, you keep your tax dollars, no on tips. Toyota lost $15 billion in market value, apparently, due to some lying and some recalls. Flying Jill Biden. She flew to France, go to see the trial Hunter, back to France, $350,000. The Democratic National Committee claims that they will pick up the bill. What's that mean? That's an admission it was wrong. Biden's approval rating is the worst ever. Keep on taking, Joe. Right here, I'll do a Joe Biden invitation.
No, freeze.
You need a cough drop? Producer? Nothing like when your producer coughs in the middle of your show. Maybe she'll edit it out or maybe she won't. This is the Bulldog. Do not be a pernicious, swaggering lootster. Your Shakespeare insult of the day, chosen by Jamie Spindley, who's about to lose 2 straight games in chess. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Only pick 3 stories. See, I look at them all, and what do you want to hear? I'm picking 3. Yesterday, the Newport Aquarium was closed for a brief period of time to a water main break. Figure that's news. What else? This is a sad story. A 4-year-old died. Michaela Lopez died on a wreck out on Interstate 75. Sad, sad story. His father was injured as well. Apparently, they ran into a parked car. True story, Patrick Stevenson. A couple weeks ago, my son and I on a Sunday afternoon were driving actually it was Mother's Day a month ago, driving to the theater in Wilder. And on 275 going across the Licking River, my car had a blowout. And there's been people killed there. And I told my son, I don't care if I ruin my rims and I ruin this entire car. We are not stopping off the interstate. And I drove on a flat tire. And then the tire came completely off for the last half mile as I went into the Wilder Theater. Luckily, rim was okay, got a new tire, but I didn't care. And I'm just telling you, it's sad, but it is dangerous to stop anywhere on the side of the interstate. It's not worth it. You got a flat tire, keep going. I'm just telling you. Okay, an angry man. This man right here, Jonathan Maskell, who beat the hell out of someone in a jail, says he's angry and he's always angry. Now, I'm not saying what he did was right. That obviously was wrong. But you know what? In this damn age, in this world, we got a lot to be angry about. Jonathan, I'm an angry man too. But I did not stomp on my nephew's head. I just chased him, they said. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be a pernicious, swaggering lootster. Be an oracle, like me. Not a jackwagon like Spin.
Hello, it's a great day here at Bulldog Nation. This is Jamie Spindley. Today's latest headlines. In Miami, Florida, fire broke out at a 4-story apartment building. A man, reportedly an employee, was discovered shot on the building's 3rd floor. Authorities suspect the individual who shot the worker may have also ignited the fire. South Korea's military responded with warning shots after North Korean soldiers briefly crossed the border. The incident comes with heightened tensions over balloon-blown propaganda campaigns. In other news, in Nigeria's Katsina state, at least 25 people were killed and others were abducted by armed men on motorbikes. The attack occurred over the weekend. And tragedy struck off the coast of Yemen as a boat carrying migrants from the Horn of Africa capsized, killing at least 39 people. The International Organization for Migration reported the vessel, which had 260 passengers, sank in strong winds yesterday. That's all I have for today. I will be back tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Reds Guardians, they play tonight at Great American Ballpark. Panthers 4, Oilers 1. Panthers are up 2-0. John O'Carrington fouls Caitlin Clark, then mocks her. And guess what the home crowd of Covington does? Boos her. I think the WNBA fans got Caitlin Clark's back. And Dan Hurley turned down the Lakers' multi-year deal, the coach in the NBA. I want to tell you something. Mistake. Calipari wishes he would have taken the Lakers deal years ago. You watch. UConn, there'll be some issues and whatnot. And he'll say, gosh dang, I should have taken. He wants to go for a three-peat. But University of Kentucky's going to stop him, led by Mark Pope. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Do not be a pernicious, swaggering lootster. Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. Brian Steele, the lawyer pictured here, who's representing Young Thug. He also represents Old Thug, Medium Thug, Super Young Thug. Guy's named Young Thug. He's representing him in court in a criminal trial, and he got into it with the judge and was taken into custody. Way to fight for your client, Brian Steele. The moon apparently is drifting away from Earth, causing catastrophic circumstances. Drifting away. Just like everything else in this world just drifts away. Anyway, we'll see what the repercussions, if any, that this shall have. We will report it to you right here on Eric Deters Pop Culture.